Right, so we're going deep on operational excellence steering teams, or leadership teams,
Yeah,
or steering committees. So many
it's
names.
true.
What we're really trying to figure out is how they work,
Yeah.
what their role is in a transformation,
Okay.
especially when it comes to strategic planning
Right.
and wrangling those WCM pillars.
It can be a lot.
It's like a maze sometimes.
Yeah,
And that's why we're doing this deep dive,
absolutely.
to try to cut through all that.
Makes sense.
I was thinking,
Yeah.
when I was looking at all the sources for this,
Uh-huh.
we have articles,
Yeah.
videos,
Yeah.
all sorts of
We've
stuff.
got lots to dig into.
But the one that really caught my eye
Okay.
was the TXM Lean Minute video,
Oh, yeah.
where they compare steering committees
Uh-huh.
to a company's board of directors.
I like that one.
Really interesting analogy. What did you think about that?
I think it's a great way to understand how important these teams really are. Because just like a board of directors,
Yeah.
they set the strategic direction for the whole company.
Right.
A steering committee does the same thing.
Okay.
But for operational excellence,
I see.
they're the ones making those big decisions
Uh-huh.
about resource allocation,
Right.
holding everyone accountable for making progress.
So they're not just overseeing things.
No, no.
They're actively involved,
Very active.
steering the ship.
100%.
I like that.
They're making decisions
Yeah.
about which WCM pillars to focus on,
Okay.
how to allocate budget,
Right.
how to measure success.
So that brings us to the WCM pillars.
Yes.
Which I have to admit I still get a little confused about.
Okay.
Can we break those down a little bit?
Of course.
What are they really all about?
So WCM stands for World-Class Manufacturing.
Right.
It's a methodology
Ah.
for achieving operational excellence.
Okay.
And it uses a set of pillars
Okay.
to focus on different areas,
Like what?
like safety, quality delivery.
So each pillar is like
Yeah.
its own little mini transformation
You could say that.
focused on one specific area.
Exactly.
And the steering committee is providing direction
Yes.
and oversight
Right.
for each of those.
To make sure they're all aligned
Yes.
with the strategic goal.
And the whole transformation.
Right.
So then how do those managerial pillars fit in?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because we see those mentioned in the what is WCM source.
Yeah.
Things like setting SMART goals,
Right.
strategic budget allocation,
Okay.
having the right people on board.
Yeah.
Where do those come in?
Think of those as the foundation
Okay,
for all the steering committee's work.
I see.
They're the framework for making good decisions,
Uh-huh.
setting clear targets,
Right.
and making sure everyone has what they need to succeed.
So, for example,
Yeah.
SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
That's it.
We hear about those all the time.
Yeah, they're pretty common sense.
But how do they actually help?
Well, they help break down those big goals
Uh-huh.
into smaller steps that you
Okay.
can actually take action on.
So the steering committee can track progress,
Right.
identify roadblocks,
Yeah.
hold teams accountable.
Exactly.
What happens if you don't have them?
You can lose sight of where you're going
Yeah.
easily.
So they're like a GPS
Perfect analogy.
for the whole transformation.
Keeps everyone on the same page,
Makes sense.
moving in the right direction.
What about the budget side of things?
Yes.
I can imagine
Yeah.
that
Uh-huh.
resources can be a big point of contention
Absolutely.
during a transformation. So how does the steering committee handle that?
They have to make some tough decisions
Yeah.
about where to invest,
Uh-huh.
limited resources,
Right.
what to prioritize,
Okay.
which initiatives to fund, and which ones have to wait.
So that's where it's important to
Yeah.
have that financial expertise on the team.
Couldn't agree more.
Someone who understands the numbers
Right.
and can make those tough calls.
Absolutely.
What if you don't have that?
You could end up derailing the whole thing
Really?
with poorly planned spending.
Does that make sense?
You need that financial perspective
Right.
to balance those short-term costs
Yeah.
with the long-term gains.
That's a good point.
It's all about balance.
So we've talked about the strategic side,
Uh-huh.
but what about the people?
Yes.
The ones actually doing the work?
The heart of it all.
The What is WCM article also mentioned.
Yeah.
The need to motivate people
Right.
and build competence.
Within the organization.
What's the steering committee's role in that?
That's a crucial part
Okay.
and one that's often overlooked.
Interesting.
They need to champion a culture
Uh-huh.
where change is embraced,
Right.
where continuous improvement is encouraged.
And where people feel empowered.
So it's not just about
No,
top-down directive.
not at all.
It's about creating an environment
Right.
where everyone feels invested
Exactly.
in the success of the transformation.
That's when you see real change.
And that involves,
Clear communication,
well,
recognizing and rewarding contributions,
right.
providing opportunities for professional development.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's about making people feel valued
Yeah.
and seeing their efforts make a difference.
And that can have a ripple effect
It can.
across the whole organization.
Absolutely.
Not just on efficiency,
Right.
but also on things like morale and company culture.
It's all connected.
So it sounds like a successful operational excellence transformation is about more than just hitting numbers.
It's about creating a better workplace
I like that.
for everyone.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've painted this picture
Yeah.
of the steering committee.
Setting the direction,
Right.
nurturing that culture
Yeah.
of continuous improvement.
It's a big role.
But how do they actually make sure
Okay.
that all those technical WCM pillars
Yeah.
are moving in the right direction?
That's where the rubber meets the road.
Right.
It's more than just checking in every now and then.
So are we talking dashboards,
Yeah.
metrics reports,
All of that.
all those tools
You need to have a finger on the pulse.
to keep track of the transformation?
That's right.
So each WCM pillar
Yeah.
has its own set of
Right.
key performance indicators,
KPIs.
right? KPIs.
You got it.
And the steering committee needs
Yeah.
to track those.
That's part of the job.
So those KPIs,
Huh?
they could be measuring things like
Oh, and
safety incidents,
yeah.
production costs,
Yeah.
defect rates,
Right.
delivery times.
It's all tailored to that specific pillar.
I can imagine those reports
Uh-huh.
could get pretty detailed.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
A lot of data. How does the steering committee
Right.
sift through all that?
That's where their strategic thinking comes in.
Okay.
Remember, they're not supposed to be micromanaging.
Right.
They're guiding the overall transformation.
So they need to be able to see
Yes.
the big picture,
The big picture.
not get lost in the details,
Exactly.
identify the most important trends,
Right.
pinpoint those potential roadblocks,
Uh-huh.
and then empower the pillar teams
Let them do their thing.
to take action.
Exact.
So it's a balance
Okay.
between providing direction and support
Yeah.
without taking away the team's autonomy.
You don't want to stifle them.
Right.
You need to trust their expertise.
What if a pillar team
Uh-huh.
hits a roadblock?
Okay.
They can't handle it
Yeah.
on their own.
Happens all the time.
What happens then?
Well, the steering committee is
Yeah.
there to help. Think of them as a
Where-
sounding board,
Okay.
a problem-solving hub.
So the team can escalate the issue
That's right.
to the steering committee
Your guidance.
and support.
Exactly.
So they're like the emergency response team
I like that.
for the transformation,
They're there to help.
and they have the authority to make those tough decisions.
To keep things moving,
Mm.
even when it's hard.
And this is making me think of
I'm a little-
Adriana Girdler's video
Oh, yeah.
where she was talking about
Yeah.
how steering committees
Yeah.
need that authority
Right?
to make those high-level decisions.
Especially when there are strategic dilemmas,
Exactly.
those tricky situations.
Where you have to make a tough call.
It's part of the job.
And
Oh,
sometimes
sometimes.
you might have to ruffle a few feathers
It happens.
to make the right decision.
For the long-term success.
You have to be able to navigate
Uh-huh.
those gray areas. And sometimes
Sometimes
even be a negotiator.
you have to bring people along.
Get everyone on board.
That's right.
We've talked a lot about communication.
Yeah, it's key.
How does the steering committee
Uh-huh.
keep everyone informed
Right?
without overwhelming them
Good question.
with information?
It's a balancing act.
Is there a secret formula for finding that balance?
There's no one-size-fits-all,
Okay.
but communication is crucial.
From the steering committee,
Yeah.
both internally
Uh-huh.
and
To
externally.
the rest of the organization.
So they have to communicate.
Up, down, and across.
Up,
Keep senior leadership informed,
down,
provide direction to the pillar teams,
and across
and make sure everyone understands
the value of the transformation.
the impact.
What are
So
the-
it all means,
And that's where those regular status updates come in
like Adriana Girdler talked about, making
Wow.
sure everyone has the right information.
at the right time.
Exactly.
Those updates could be
Reports, presentations.
Yeah.
Even just conversations.
whatever works.
As long as the information is flowing.
The steering committee really needs to be
Yeah.
a master of communication.
They need to be able to explain things clearly
Tailor their message.
to different
And
audiences.
create that sense of
Yeah.
transparency.
Open dialogue.
We've talked about the strategic side,
Right.
the WCM pillars, making tough decisions,
Yeah.
communicating effectively.
There's a lot to juggle.
But what about the day-to-day operations?
Ah, The practicalities.
How does it all actually work?
Oh, that's where those processes come in.
Okay.
The things we talked about earlier.
Like regular meetings,
Yes.
clear communication channels,
Uh-huh.
a system for tracking progress
You need those structures in place.
to keep things organized.
Absolutely.
So if we're setting up a
And-
steering committee
Yeah.
for a new transformation,
What are those essential processes?
the things you'd put in place.
From day one.
Meeting cadence.
Yes.
How often are they getting together?
Weekly, monthly, quarterly.
It depends
It does.
on the pace of the transformation.
But whatever it is,
Yeah.
it needs to be consistent.
Those meetings
Give it
sacred
time for time.
for the committee to come together,
Yeah.
review progress,
Take decisions.
address any roadblocks.
And everyone needs to know
Right.
what's expected of them.
Be prepared
Come prepared.
with the necessary information.
Ready to participate.
Actively.
You also need a system
Uh-huh.
for tracking progress.
We're talking dashboards,
dashboards
Huge-Sank reports.
to understand how the transformation is going
Right.
and identify areas that need attention.
And of course, the
Communication.
most important thing,
Keeping everyone informed.
Absolutely.
Not just the steering committee.
but the whole organization.
Everyone needs to know
Yeah.
what's happening,
Why it's happening.
how it's going to impact them. Otherwise, you get confusion,
Anxiety.
resistance.
Right.
You need to build buy-in.
Make sure everyone's on board.
That's how you get real change.
So we've talked about processes.
Uh-huh.
But what about the cultural shift?
Yes.
Even with the right people
Yeah.
and the right processes.
Mhm.
If the culture doesn't support it,
It's not going to work.
the transformation is likely to fail.
You need that cultural foundation.
So how do you create that shift?
That starts with leadership.
Okay.
The steering committee needs to be the role model.
They need to walk the talk.
Exactly.
Show everyone they're serious.
About operational excellence.
Committed to making it part of the company's DNA.
That's how you lead by example.
But it's not just about leadership.
No.
It's about creating that culture
Yeah.
of continuous improvement
Uh-huh.
where everyone feels empowered,
To identify and solve problems.
where failure is seen as an opportunity
Yes.
to learn and grow.
Not something to be punished.
It's about creating that safe space.
For experimentation.
Experimentation.
Taking risks.
Sharing ideas.
That's how you get innovation.
And that brings us back to
Yeah.
motivation.
Uh-huh.
Recognizing.
Right.
Rewarding.
Those who are championing WCM practices.
Exactly.
That's crucial.
Showing people that their efforts matter.
That they're making a difference.
Celebrating successes.
Big and small.
It all adds up.
It does.
Because when people feel appreciated
Yeah.
and recognized
They're more likely to be engaged.
and motivated,
And that's what drives real change.
creating that culture
Uh-huh.
that embraces operational excellence. So we've talked about the steering committee,
Mm-hmm.
guiding the WCM pillars,
Right.
making decisions,
Yeah.
building that supportive culture. But the what is WCM source also mentioned,
Okay.
regular audits.
Right.
What's the steering committee's role in those?
That's a good question.
Are they just reviewing the results?
It's more than just a review.
Okay.
Think of audits as a feedback loop
Uh-huh.
for the whole system.
For the whole operational excellence system.
Right.
So the steering committee uses those findings
Yeah.
to see how effective their strategies are.
Exactly.
Identify areas for improvement,
Mhm.
make sure the WCM pillars are actually working.
It's about making sure things are on track.
It's not just about checking boxes.
No.
It's about using those audits to actually improve things.
To fine-tune the process.
Like a regular checkup
I like that analogy.
for the transformation.
Make sure everything's running smoothly.
Catch any problems early on.
Exactly.
This whole conversation has been amazing.
It has.
It's really shown
Yeah.
how complex this role is.
The steering committee's role.
We've talked about strategic planning,
Uh,
guiding those WCM pillars,
Making decisions.
communicating effectively.
Building the right culture.
It's a lot to handle.
It is.
Is there anything else
Mm.
that's essential for these teams to succeed?
I think one thing that's often overlooked
Okay.
is the importance of trust
Trust
within the steering committee.
within the committee,
Okay.
but also between the committee and the rest of the organization.
Interesting.
Because if you don't have trust,
Yeah.
people aren't going to be open and honest.
Right.
They might hold back information.
Oh, I see.
They might not take risks.
Okay.
They might resist change, and that can really sabotage things.
It can derail the whole transformation.
So how do you build that trust?
It takes time
Right.
and effort.
Uh-huh.
It starts with transparency.
Oh,
The steering committee needs to be open,
about the challenges.
the challenges, the opportunities,
Right.
and they need to be willing to share information
And get feedback.
from everyone involved.
So it's a two-way street,
Exactly.
not just top-down communication.
You need to listen to the people on the ground.
And it's about consistency, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Following through on commitments,
Being accountable,
treating everyone with respect.
no matter what their role is.
That builds credibility.
It does.
And credibility builds trust.
When people see that the steering committee is walking the talk,
Yeah.
that they're acting with integrity,
Uh-huh.
they're more likely to buy in
I like that.
and contribute their best efforts.
We have learned so much
Yeah.
in this deep dive.
About steering teams.
They play such a vital role in operational excellence transformations,
From start to finish,
setting the strategic direction,
guiding those WCM pillars,
creating a supportive culture.
making those tough decisions.
And we've seen how important it is
Yes.
to have the right people,
The right processes.
the right mindset.
It all comes together.
It really does.
You've done a great job
Thank you.
grasping all these nuances.
I appreciate that.
You understand how these teams work,
Yeah.
how they navigate all the complexities,
It's fascinating.
balancing strategic thinking,
With practical execution,
fostering continuous improvement.
making those tough calls.
That's what drives success.
But as you said before,
Right.
this is just the tip of the iceberg.
There's always more to learn
So much more to explore.
about steering teams.
How they operate in different contexts.
For example,
Yeah.
how might the composition of a steering committee
Uh-huh.
differ across industries?
Interesting.
Or how does the frequency of their meetings impact the effectiveness of the transformation?
Those are great questions.
Questions to ponder.
As we continue to
The
explore.
world of operational excellence.
I love that you're leaving us with some homework.
Always good to have something to think about.
It's a reminder that learning never stops.
That's a journey.
And who knows,
What's next?
maybe our next deep dive
Right,
will uncover even more fascinating insights.
It's into this world.
Until then,
Keep learning.
keep diving deep.